Hi, I'm Nathan. I've spent the last decade building up my software development company from nothing into something that actually matters. 3 successful apps, a team of 28 developers, and enough money to never worry about rent again. You'd think that would be enough to make a guy happy, right? So how have you been feeling since our last session, Nathan? Dr. Winters taps her pen against her notepad. That same concerned look she's had for the past 6 weeks. Better, I guess. The sleeping pills are helping. I don't tell her that I've been flushing most of them. Something about the way she pushes them makes me uncomfortable. And thoughts of self-harm? I told you that was a one-time thing after the divorce papers came through. I'm not suicidal. She writes something down anyway. I started these sessions after Diane and I split up. 12 years of marriage ended with a text message while I was at a conference in Seattle. Classic, right? Your brother called me yesterday. I sit up straighter. Marcus called you? Why? He's concerned. Says you've been making statements about ending it all to family members. That's complete bullshit. I catch myself. Sorry for the language, but I haven't said anything like that to anyone. My phone buzzes. A text from Marcus himself. Dinner at Mom's tonight. She's worried about you. Don't bail again. Great. Just what I need. You look like crap, little brother. Marcus slaps my back too hard as I walk into Mom's kitchen. He's always been the successful one in her eyes, despite my company being worth 3 times his insurance business. Work's been busy. You're working too much. Not healthy after everything with Diane. He lowers his voice. Mom says you're seeing a shrink now? Just some stress management. Smart move. Hey, speaking of, have you updated your will since the divorce? I nearly choke on my water. What? Just being practical. Diane was your beneficiary, right? And with your business assets? I'm handling it. I cut him off. Mom bustles in with lasagna, thankfully ending that conversation. But throughout dinner, Marcus keeps steering the talk toward my finances, my company's value, my retirement accounts. Hey, do you need money? I finally ask him directly. Me? I'm fine. Just looking out for you, bro. Later, back at the office, Eliza catches me staring at nothing in the break room. Earth to Nathan, those lines of code won't debug themselves. Eliza has been my right hand since we launched the company. Brilliant coder, even better friend. Sorry, family stuff? Your brother being a jerk again? How'd you guess? Because your face always does that thing when you mention him. She scrunches her nose. What's he want this time? Weirdly interested in my money situation. Red Flag City. Remember when he borrowed your identity for that credit card in college? That was 20 years ago. And leopards don't change their spots. Watch your back. I should have listened. The next day, Dr. Winters is different during our session. She keeps pushing about my deteriorating mental state and concerning behaviors I never exhibited. I'm recommending a 72-hour psychiatric hold, Nathan. What? Why? Your brother provided evidence of... That's when it clicks. The strange questions about my finances, the sudden concern, the evidence that doesn't exist. Marcus is setting me up, and somehow he's gotten my therapist involved. I walk out of Dr. Winters' office in a daze, my mind racing. Something is seriously wrong. I immediately pull out my phone and open my banking app. What the hell? My accounts are showing limited access status. I try to transfer funds, but a message pops up. This action requires additional authorization. I call the bank immediately. I'm sorry, sir, but your accounts have a temporary freeze based on a legal filing. Your designated power of attorney needs to approve any transactions over $200. My what? I never gave anyone power of attorney. The documents were filed yesterday by Marcus Chambers, your brother. There's a note here about mental health provisions. I hang up and storm back into Dr. Winters' office without knocking. What exactly did you tell my brother about me? She looks startled. Nathan, please calm down. This aggressive behavior only confirms... Don't give me that. You know I'm not suicidal. What evidence did Marcus show you? She hesitantly opens a file. These text messages you sent him, and these emails discussing ending your life, giving away possessions. I grab the papers. The texts look like screenshots from my number, but I never sent them. Same with the emails. These are fake. I never wrote any of this. He also provided testimony from your mother about concerning behavior. My mother would never, but I stop. Mom's been having memory issues lately. Marcus could easily manipulate what she thinks she heard. Dr. Winters, I'm being set up. My brother wants control of my company and assets. He seemed genuinely concerned, Nathan. He brought documentation from a psychological evaluation. What evaluation? Who signed it? A Dr. Trevor Mills. I've never heard that name before, but something clicks. Marcus mentioned a college buddy named Trevor who became a psychiatrist. I leave without another word and drive straight to my office. Eliza is still there, coding late as usual. I need your help. My brother has somehow gotten power of attorney over me by convincing people I'm suicidal. Eliza's fingers stop typing. That's insane. How? Fake texts, emails I never sent, something's not adding up. Give me your phone. She takes it and starts examining it. After a few minutes, she looks up. There's spyware on here, high-grade stuff. Someone's been monitoring everything you do, and probably sending messages that look like they're from you. Can you trace it? Already on it. Her fingers fly across her keyboard. The monitoring started 3 weeks ago, right after you had dinner at your mom's. Marcus must have installed it then. He kept insisting on showing me something on his phone, then asked to use mine to make a call when his died. Eliza nods. Classic move. Look at this. The spyware sends data to an email address. Trevorm85@mailnet.com, I read aloud. Trevor Mills, the psychiatrist who supposedly evaluated me. Let's see what we can find on Dr. Trevor Mills. A quick search reveals he's a real psychiatrist with a small practice across town. His website shows a smiling man with his arm around someone at a golf course. Wait, zoom in on that photo, I say. Eliza enlarges the image. The man Trevor has his arm around is my brother Marcus. Got him. Trevor and Marcus are friends. He wrote an evaluation on me without ever meeting me. That's illegal as hell, Eliza says, but we need proof they're working together on this specifically. My phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. Meeting confirmed with MC regarding NC situation. Payment as discussed. Eliza looks at me. MC, Marcus Chambers, NC. Nathan Chambers, that's Trevor, texting someone about a meeting with my brother regarding me. And payment. We've got them. The next morning, Eliza and I show up unannounced at Trevor's office. His receptionist tries to stop us, but we push past her. Dr. Mills, we need to talk about the psychological evaluation you wrote on me without ever meeting me. Trevor's face goes white. I don't know what you're talking about. Please leave before I call security. Eliza holds up her phone. We have the text messages between you and the person paying you to falsify medical records. Want to try again? He glances nervously at his receptionist. Let's talk in my office. Once the door closes, Trevor crumbles. Look, Marcus said you were in trouble, that you were actually suicidal but refusing help. He just wanted legal authority to get you treatment. And the 5-figure payment to your offshore account was just a friendly gesture? His eyes widen. How did you? We didn't. Thanks for confirming it exists. Eliza smirks. We need everything you have on this scheme. I can't. Marcus will ruin me. We already have enough to do that ourselves. Help us, and maybe we don't report you to the medical board. 20 minutes later, we leave with signed statements and copies of messages between Trevor and Marcus. It's damning, but not enough. We need Marcus admitting this was about money, not concern, I say. You need a lawyer, Eliza replies. A good one. I hesitate. I know the perfect person. You have some nerve calling me, Diane says when she walks into the coffee shop. Despite everything, seeing my ex-wife still makes my heart skip. I wouldn't if it wasn't important. After explaining everything, her attorney instincts kick in. This is serious fraud, possibly criminal. Can you help? I shouldn't, she sighs, but I will. Marcus always was a snake. Diane lays out a plan involving recording devices, strategically placed cameras, and careful documentation. You'll need to play vulnerable. Make Marcus think his plan is working. How do we get him to actually admit it? Money motivates him. Tell him you're considering signing over some assets voluntarily while you're getting help. He'll get greedy. 3 days later, I'm sitting in my apartment looking appropriately disheveled when Marcus arrives. You look like shit, bro. Yeah, well, being locked out of my own money does that. It's for your own good. You need help. I slump deeper. Maybe you're right. I've been thinking about signing over some company shares while I'm getting treatment. Less stress, you know. Marcus's eyes light up. Smart thinking. I could manage them temporarily. The whole company would be easier. One clean transfer. Exactly. I mean, if that's what you want. Just tell me one thing first. This was never about my mental health, was it? Marcus laughs. Come on. We both know you're not crazy. Just needed to get control of those assets before you wasted them on another failed marriage. So you fabricated evidence I was suicidal? Had to do something drastic. That company should have been half mine anyway. Dad would have wanted it that way. I smile slightly, knowing that across the street, Diane and Eliza are recording every word. That's all I needed to hear. I point to the hidden camera in the bookshelf. Say cheese, big brother. Marcus's face transforms from smug to panicked in a heartbeat. You can't record me without consent. That's illegal. Not in this state when you're gathering evidence of a crime. Ask Diane. She's a lawyer, remember? The doorbell rings right on cue. Eliza walks in with Diane following, holding a folder of documents. What the hell is this, a setup? Marcus backs toward the door. It's called consequences, something you've avoided your whole life. I block his exit. We're all heading to the police station right now. This is ridiculous. It was just a misunderstanding between brothers. Tell it to the detective. Fraud, identity theft, falsifying medical records. They're pretty interested in hearing your side. 2 hours later, we're sitting in Dr. Winter's office. Her face grows increasingly pale as she watches the video of Marcus's confession. I had no idea. I truly believed you were at risk, Nathan. She removes her glasses. The texts, the emails, they seemed legitimate. Because they were designed to. Trevor already confessed to his part. I'll provide a full statement immediately. She scribbles furiously on her letterhead. This is a serious breach of medical ethics. It's criminal, Diane corrects. Trevor is already negotiating a plea deal. He's giving up everything on Marcus. The judge doesn't look impressed when we present our case for emergency injunctive relief 3 days later. This court finds clear and convincing evidence of fraud in obtaining power of attorney. The authority granted to Marcus Chambers is hereby revoked, effective immediately. All financial restrictions are lifted. Marcus sits with his attorney, sweating through his expensive suit. Furthermore, the evidence supports criminal charges. Bailiff, please take the defendant into custody pending arraignment. You can't do this, Marcus shouts as they lead him away. It was just a business move, Nathan, tell them. I don't even look at him. 6 weeks later, I'm sitting on my deck with Eliza and Diane watching the sunset. Marcus's plea hearing is tomorrow, Diane says, checking her phone. DA says 18 months minimum plus restitution. His wife left him. Insurance business is tanking since the story hit the local news. Eliza sips her wine. Nobody wants a fraudster handling their policies. Mom still can't believe it. Keeps asking if I'm sure I can't forgive him. I shake my head. Some things don't deserve forgiveness. Speaking of forgiveness, Diane's hand brushes mine. I've been thinking about us. There's an us? I raise my eyebrows. Working together reminded me what I liked about you before everything went wrong. Eliza clears her throat. And that's my cue to get more wine. She heads inside, winking at me. I'm not the same person I was during our marriage, I tell Diane. Good, neither am I. The doorbell rings. It's a courier with a letter from Marcus. A lengthy apology begging for reconciliation. I drop it in the fire pit without reading past the first line and strike a match. No second chances? Diane asks. Not for someone who tried to destroy my life. The paper burns quickly, and I feel nothing but satisfaction watching it turn to ash. What would you do if a family member betrayed you as deeply as Marcus betrayed Nathan? Would you completely cut them out of your life forever? Or do you believe family deserves a second chance no matter what? The burning of the apology letter was a powerful moment. Was Nathan right to refuse forgiveness, or should blood relations get opportunities others wouldn't? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this kind of revenge story satisfied your sense of justice, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories where toxic people finally face consequences. New stories posted daily.